It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11 quarterback and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Walker. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Buying time to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
P.J. Walker.
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And it's third down.
Walker throwing on third and long. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively. Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this field. General once more leading his offense back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Walker. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Walker. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 61 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
To throw is Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point out.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look. Like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The pass.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
This game back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Coleman now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Rippon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Walker. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Walker now on 1st and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, Walker. He's got Burton here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Walker. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished. Scoring right before the half ended.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets back in possession. There's Denzel Mims. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr., and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. So we have come an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley.
Number 21
on the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's a